Hey guys, welcome back. For those of you who don't know what this show is, I have had people in my life kind of just sweep South Park under the rug as nothing but jokes, but I see it deeper and it's been a big passion project of mine to kind of like talk through all the episodes, so I'm just doing it. And I realized since I crochet while I do these, I haven't been updating on the projects that I've actually made, and by the time you guys see this, it'll be like months anyway. But I did finish my little Adam. The pattern's not my own. I believe it's like Ko-Fi Crochet on Instagram. His little army bobs are like wobbling right off, so I'm gonna try and sew those on a little bit better today. I also was making with the really chunky yarn an octopus for my daughter, and I did, but then she ate her eyeball off. So we're gonna try and perform surgery on this octopi. I think that's all I got going. I still haven't finished this top. It's kind of just on hiatus because I haven't started making these moons yet. I guess I'll go ahead and start because I have like this and I want to just like put it down.
These arrowheads here.
Isn't that your job?
Well, yes, but I want to see if you're learning anything.
Oh.
Ah.
Days never finished.
Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
Shut up, Cartman. Shambo for it. What do you mean? First I kick you in the nuts as hard as I can, then you kick me in the nuts as hard as you can, and we keep going back and forth until somebody falls. I suppose if I must. Okay,
I
ready?
suppose
I'll
if
go
I
first.
must. You don't have to, Pip.
I guess you win. I don't care. You can have this stupid arrowhead. I don't want it. Oh, look. I found another one. What is it? I don't know. Whoa. That was... Give me that back. You threw it away, Cartman. It's mine now.
I think I remember watching this episode younger and feeling bored by it the first time that I saw it, which is interesting. I feel like the episode itself is more famous than the actual content of the episode.
Here with a special report is a quadriplegic Swiss man on a pony.
Thanks, Tom. The little 8-year-old was very shocked indeed when he came across a very ancient triangular object.
And my friends were like, dude. And I was like, dude.
Dude.
I told him, I said, Cub, I would kick you in the nuts.
I would
But he
kick you
didn't
in
give
the
it back to me.
nuts.
So I kicked him square in the nuts. And he cried like Nancy Kerrigan.
Cute kids, except for that last one. He's a little tubby.
He's a little Debbie. But yeah, like real talk though, it's like
I'll find it, don't
a
worry.
news anchor is gonna be crapping on a little kid. Lord.
That pepper. Give me a little bit of that salt.
Excuse me, sir.
Can I help? Hey, you are that movie critic guy on TV.
Leonard Maltin, yes.
Well, I'll be a teenage girl backstage at an Aerosmith concert.
You must listen to me, Chef. We have precious little time. Have you seen Barbara Streisand recently?
Barbara Streisand? You mean like the Barbara Streisand?
Have you seen her?
No.
Ah, aliens!
Who is the boy I saw on the news report tonight? Do you know who I am?
No.
Oh, I bet you do. I'm going
stop
where
that.
there's lucky.
At the time of myself filming this the day before, me and my husband, we actually went to see the South Park movie re-release. It's the 25th anniversary of South Park Bigger and Longer and Uncut. And Leonard Maltin did the intro to the film, and I thought that his character looked a little familiar there. They talked about him back then too, and now he's like saying their film is actually worth something. The whole Barbra Streisand hate was interesting. Up until this point, the celebrities that they chose to make fun of were kind of just like, oh, like this person was in this movie, like it wasn't personal. With Barbra Streisand, it got personal.
I was just introducing myself to these charming little boys.
He's charming little boys.
Boys, shouldn't you be in school?
It's Saturday.
No excuses. Move
No
on, you
excuses.
troublemakers.
Well,
Well, what?
you know who I am, don't you?
Well, you ain't Fiona Apple, and if you ain't Fiona Apple, I don't give a rat's ass. Barbara Streisand saw the same news report I did. Then those boys are in grave danger.
Oh, well, I always heard that Mrs. Streisand had her own $4 million condominium up near the ski slope.
He has it, Milo. Bastard has the triangle.
I've actually started, you know, doing research on the show that I'm doing. I mean, I have for fun before, but I've actually started, you know, looking at each episode and searching for things, add history too, because as I was doing this, I realized that there were answers to questions that I had in previous episodes that I would have just known, like, before. So anyway, the whole Barbara Streisand hate came from Colorado as a state passed a law. Colorado passed an amendment to their state constitution which forbid gays as a protected class. And then Barbara Streisand went on and said Colorado was just a bunch of hicks, and she avowed to, like, never go there again, because I think they just said that she had, like, a ski resort there or something. So I understand why she said what she said now that I know context. At the same time, to call a whole state just a bunch of hicks just because they passed one law, like with me, it's like I live in Tennessee, it's a very red state, or even if it was a blue state, like I wouldn't want to be judged by what my one person, like, says to stop. This is actual Colorado
Got to keep looking.
streets. They filmed, like, actual footage in South Park to put in the show, which I thought was cool. They've never done anything like that again. But yeah, so I see why they made fun of her, but I also see why she said what she said, or it started this, like, whole thing between them and Barbara Streisand. I think it was interesting, after she saw the episode, her response was, I love comedy, I love a good joke, but I really am concerned that shows like South Park, and I think she even said The Simpsons as well, but she's like, I'm very worried that these kind of shows can be harmful to little girls, like, specifically. She was also talking about how she felt like they were attacking her just because she was a famous woman, which I think was interesting, because that's not what I got out of it. I think they just got mad that they said their home state was just a bunch of hicks. I love the history of stuff. That's part of the reason why I love shows like this and SNL. I mean, if you've been on the air for a long time, I mean, it's just kind of like a snapshot of history. It's just really interesting to look back and see, I think.
I hear that one of you found my triangle.
Your triangle?
Yes, you see.
Prior to this episode, the only thing I knew about Barbara Streisand was, like, the duck sauce song, like, ooh, Barbara Streisand. I think I've probably heard the name before, just like I know who Brad Pitt is, but, you know, I don't really watch anything that they do.
It is? Hey, no wonder that Barbara Streisand lady wanted it.
Oh, who is that?
Oh, just this
Really old lady who wishes only 45.
Them stealth bombers on. And talk about it, bitch. I haven't seen
Enough! Anyway, if
Anyway.
you'll come with me in my car, I'll take you up to my condo where I'll kill you. I mean, give you money.
Bet you wish you wouldn't have given me back that triangle now, huh, cop, dumbass? Wait, isn't there some rule about not getting into cars with strangers? No, not when money's involved, stupid.
There's Sally Struthers again. Alright, I think this octopi is gonna have an eye now.
Oh?
You must hurry. A young man has found the triangle of Zinth.
Zinth will be mine, and I will be the biggest, most famous person ever.
It's not my triangle, it's Kyle's. Hey, don't try to pass it back on me, fat ass.
Maybe this will help jar your memory.
No, don't.
This is plain audio. I'm gonna tell you now.
Have you ever heard of the band called The Cure?
Don't tell me The Cure has something to do with this, too.
No. Just the lead
So,
singer.
around the time that this episode came out, we're still in 98. The Cure was a band that Trey really liked. And South Park was just now starting to blow up again after its initial, like, VHS sales. And a lot of celebrities were kind of clamoring to want to guest star on South Park. But Matt and Trey, being who they are, were a little picky. When Robert Smith from Cure contacted them, they were tickled to death to have him on. And I believe I saw that he did all his lines in one take, partially because it was over the phone and partially because I think Trey was just so excited to, like, talk to Robert Smith that he's like, yeah, that's good. Even though this episode is mostly for pettiness, it's kind of a love letter to Kaiju movies. At the end, they actually, I didn't realize I put this much work into it, but they actually, every monster, every kaiju in this is an actual Japanese, like, kaiju of some kind. Except for, you know, Mecha Streisand. That's kind of like its own invention. Ba-boo-da, ba-boo-da, ba-boo-da. Prey was a double major in college. He knows Japanese as well. All the Japanese in the show is real.
Triangles?
Yeah, she stole my triangle. Get us down from here.
I can't break these locks.
Marutan Re! I need you to call Robert Smith of the Cure at this number.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Is this Robert Smith of The Cure?
Yes, it is.
This may sound kind of strange, but Leonard Maltin asked me to call you.
Found the other triangle, eh?
For everything you've got!
We got one eye in.
Get her outside, her net.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Babura, sugoi na bichu da.
Oh my god, it is you! Oh,
And who's
I
her
am
biggest
such a
fan?
huge
Sheila.
fan.
She
Thought
would
I'd
be.
love to see you in person. I hate to ask this.
Can I have an autograph? My sister would die!
Thank you, Miss Streisand.
Kite, churipa.
Oh, he's gonna do it. Yep, so this is another Japanese kaiju that's like a guy. Everything I know, I know from Wikipedia, so...
Oh my God.
Strangulations are always just rough, man.
You bastards!
Sidney Poitier?
Barbara Streisand has found the triangle of Zinthar.
Yep. She's made the
Yep.
Pathios all right.
Mega patya, sugo kuroi da ne. Mega patya.
Is that really necessary? It's over.
It's over.
Too strong for them, children. Town.
It's all ogre now.
I hate Barbara Streisand. I hate her. My mom always said there were no monsters, but there are, aren't there, Chef?
Am I too late?
Who are you?
Dude, Robert Smith of The Cure.
You boys hold this walkie. You can help me fight her.
You can try Robert Smith, but that thing just beat the crap out of Leonard Maltin and Sidney Poitier.
I have to try. I can't let Barbara Streisand do this to the entire world.
Robert Smith, Robert Smith, dashi wa ga suki, Robert Smith. The weak point is the nose.
Robert Smith, hit her nose. Use robot punch.
Use robot punch.
The diamond of Pantheos. She must be powerless now. Quickly, Robert Smith. She's powerless.
Robert Smith.
Robert is Smith, Robert is Smith.
He did it! No more Barbara Streisand ever! Wow, Robert Smith is the greatest person that ever lived.
Can I have my walkie-talkie back now, please?
No way. You gave it to us. It's mine now.
All right, I'll Rochambeau you for it.
I'll Rochambeau you for it.
Bye, Robert Smith. Thank you for your help. Visit us again. Disintegration is the best album ever! Well, what should we do with the two triangles now? We've got to get rid of them. Nobody should have the kind of power Barbara Streisand wanted. Well, at least I have the sweet walkie-talkie Robert Smith gave me. Yeah, that's my walkie-talkie. He gave it to me. Damn it, Cartman, don't you ever learn anything? I'll Rochambeau you for it.
Ike
Go
is
to
in the
hell,
trash
Cartman.
can now.
I'm sure glad that's over with. But you know, I've learned something today. I've learned that people who want power, a lot of power, always end up dead. Yeah.
I learned something too. Maybe you shouldn't do an episode based on pettiness because the content matter ended up not being very entertaining.
Yes, and I've learned something too. Robert Smith kicks ass. No, she's back. Oh my God, look.
Oh, it's a big Ike.
Mecha Ike.
Well, that was all for Mecha Streisand. So we got a little into the beef and we kind of learned all we needed to know about it. We almost got this girl's eyes on. So hopefully by the next episode, I will be sewing his wingies and then we can get to new projects. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I am so happy I have a little audience of you guys to listen to me ramble and I hope you have a great rest of the day.